Kia ora, I'm Sheree Kinnear and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. Employers are feeling the pressure as COVID cases begin to spike again. The Health Ministry reported close to 10,000 community cases yesterday, up by more than 3,000 on Monday. Auckland remains the worst affected region, with 16,000 people currently isolating with the virus. The Employment Manufacturers Association says they're hearing about high absentee numbers across all types of businesses. And that pressure has sparked a warning from some experts that the country may have to return to red from orange. The Prime Minister, however, says that hasn't been considered, and there's a real question mark over whether gathering limits at red would make any difference. Meanwhile, Auckland University COVID modeller Dr. David Welsh says hospitalisations could be key.
If we get to a point where, hospitals are really in danger of, overflowing and people are facing, just can't get into a hospital when they need to, if it looks like that's going to happen, then it might, warrant a move into a higher alert level, like back in the red level.
More staff are being recruited by the Department of Internal Affairs to help with passport applications. The easing of border restrictions and coming school holidays has seen a surge in applications, with about 49,000 yet to be processed. The department has hired about 100 new staff, with 40 to 50 more on the way to help with demand. They say they're now issuing more passports out the door than applications coming in, and estimates it'll take 6 weeks to 2 months before application wait times will return to the usual 10 days. The Prime Minister's on the home stretch of her trip overseas. Jacinda Ardern is in Sydney today for a bilateral tourism event where her focus will be on how our country can partner with Australia as it opens up to the world. Ardern will have an official meeting with her Australian counterpart, Anthony Albanese, on Friday. And the Prime Minister's not the only one overseas. Nationals Chris Luxon is on a trip of his own. The leader of the opposition is spending time in Singapore, Ireland and the UK, meeting with leaders to learn how they manage some of the challenges New Zealand faces. In world news, Chicago police believe yesterday's Independence Day parade shooting in the city was a pre-planned lone wolf attack. 6 people were killed and dozens injured when a gunman opened fire. Lake County Deputy Police Chief Chris Corvalli says the gunman fired more than 70 rounds at random with a legally purchased firearm. He says the gunman had a thought-out plan, even dressing in women's clothing to conceal his identity.
The rifle was purchased in Illinois, and the information we have thus far is that it appears to have been purchased legally by Cremo.
And Boris Johnson is once again fighting to stay in his job as British Prime Minister. 2 of his most senior cabinet ministers have quit, saying they've lost confidence in the Prime Minister. Their resignations come moments after Johnson had apologised for appointing a deputy chief whip who he knew had been accused of inappropriate behaviour. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Kia pai te rā. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald. Click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.